Ladies and gentlemen, I am Lipsa and I bring you all to India's best and the first skill university of India, which is Centurion University of Technology and Management. So we are going to witness the campus, talk to the stalwarts of the university, and I'm going to show you around this wonderful campus that you have to see to believe it. Follow me. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Centurion University of Technology and Management, which is the first and the best skill university of India. So ladies and gentlemen, today I am in conversation with Professor Muktikant Mishra, President of Centurion University, and we have so many questions on mind that we would like to ask him. So my first question is, Sir, Centurion University is known as the first and the best skill university of India. So what is it that Centurion offers that no other university in the entire Eastern India does?
Thank you very much for this session which we are having. The tagline is Shaping Lives and Empowering Communities. Centurion University as a concept, when it was conceived, it was not visualized as a normal traditional university. It was always visualized to be different and to be not large, but it should have large footprints. So it was regional, remote, inaccessible, rural area focused. So when one university envisages itself to be present or to have footprints in such kind of areas, it has to be relevant, it should be meaningful, it should be appropriate, looking into or considering the need of the people. So we were very clear that we will have a university which will stand on a tripod, which is called hands-on knowledge, experiential learning, and practice-linked pedagogy. So that leads to competency-based learning ecosystem. You know, if you see that Bhubaneswar campus has called something called pollinators paradise, but it started as a butterfly garden, which we used to call BBC, butterfly, bees, and cactus garden. But now it has come into pollinators paradise. So botany and zoology students, they learn together because it is to be interdisciplinary learning where it's a creation of life. It's such a beautiful thing. Whether you are planting or you are incubating birds or incubating chicken, or it doesn't matter. Life, creating life is such a beautiful thing. Human beings relate when somebody becomes mother or a father without doing anything. They feel very excited about it. But since I do not have children, I don't relate to that excitement. But for every life excites me. You know, yesterday I sent some flowers to somebody whom I love. That this is what cacti flower looks like. The color changes with the sun. So students learn various parts of the nature. And similarly, how do the grafting? But then learning that how it is going to help somebody. First, you are creating something. In your mind, you will become think productive, act productive, and do productive because you have created something. Second, this itself can be part of an enterprise. Somebody need not go for a job. So it brings in the entrepreneurial thinking. Forget about being an entrepreneur. Thinking into the mind. See, a lot of universities claim that we have incubation centers. Ask any university in the country, anyone, including IITs, have they incubated any student whose turnover is 10 crores from a product? Our e-rickshaw unit, which is two students, Nihar Panda and Sanjay Panda, the turnover of 24 March 2024 is 10 crores. And my target is to take them 20 crores this year, 24-25. So this is fully incubated by Centurion. The license is in our name. We transport it to them. They have gone to that name, whether IIT, there are many, I will not name the universities, but you go and find out another university which has done that. Similarly, it's not that you have to make them entrepreneur. Creating an ecosystem of enterprise, ecosystem entrepreneurship, creating system of entrepreneurs like Nihar, make a university entrepreneurial. So a lot of people can define what is enterprise, what is entrepreneurship, what is entrepreneurial. They cannot. So actually enterprise is the product, entrepreneurship is the process, entrepreneur is the person.
Right.
So this person, process, and product combined together becomes an entrepreneurial initiative of the university, which Centurion takes pride in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super thrilled and excited to have Dr. Supriya Patnaik, Vice Chancellor, CUTM with me, and Dr. Anita Patra, Registrar, CUTM. And I am in conversation with these ladies, and my first question is going to be for Dr. Anita Patra. So, ma'am, generally there is an idea that kids do have to become doctors or engineers, or if not anything else, maybe school teachers or professors or lecturers at college. Why do you think that is, and what is the change that we have brought about with CUTM here?
Yes, you're right. Most of the people do not know that there are lots of choices, many choices which are there. Even parents are not aware that there are lots of choices. We at Centurion provide diploma, degree and certificate programs, even bachelor's 4 years program. And as per NEP, they can also have some credits which they can acquire from outside universities. And we give these programs in areas of optometry, radiology, pharmacy, OT technician, anesthetist, physiotherapy. Then we have also got genetics, genomics, biotechnology. And these are different things along with agriculture and what you said about doctors, engineers, all this is always there. Along with that we give.
And now my question will be for Dr. Supriya Patnaik. And my question to her would be, ma'am, how is it that CUTM offers so many new age courses and how do you think it is helping the youth?
Right. So actually, I think first of all, we must commend the government of India for coming up with the new education policy, and it allows us a lot of flexibility. So we have the choice-based credit system in which we give a lot of flexibility to the students to pick. As Anita ma'am has already mentioned, that they can do this multiple entry, multiple exit, all those kinds of things. But they can also, if they want, they can take interdisciplinary subjects, they can take multidisciplinary, and they can also do 2 specializations. In order to do this, we actually provide about 45 domain specializations and about 100 skill courses, over 100 skill courses. So actually, and those skill courses are also very industry aligned. So they can choose that, and based on the National Skill Qualification Framework, we have also aligned it with the job roles that is required. So a student can actually, whenever they leave, they have some skills, they can go and join the industry, they can come back. So that is how we have done it. In addition to that, what we have done is we have partnerships with about 50 industries. And just to name a few, I'll just name a few. We have with Godrej, we have with Volvo Eicher, we have with Ashok Leyland, we have with Dassault Systems, AWS, Unity, we have with ProFarm, which is for agriculture. We have a lot of hospitals for allied health. So we have all these partnerships where students can go to also, for internships, for apprenticeships, and for placements, post-study. So they can go for all those kind of areas. So we have, the other thing we have is we have actually established industries on campus. And we have the transformer unit, we have a furniture unit, we have apparel unit, and EV unit. So we have number of them. So where the students get real hands-on practice. It's practice, it is hands-on, it is practice-oriented, it is experience-based, all those kinds of things. So when they go into the industry, they're very ready. You know, that is the idea. And it is actually what we say, we call this learning from the world, because that's what they're doing. They're seeing what's here is what's out there.
True.
And what's out there is what's here. So that's why we call it as, and through that process, you actually transform the place. So that is how we look at what is it on offer that we have at Centurion University.
So as exciting as it gets, I have two wizards with me. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Rajesh Menon, Digital Marketing, and Professor S. Govindarajan, RED, and I'm super excited to get into a conversation. It's going to be pretty brief, and my first question is to Govindarajan sir. Sir, you are a management professor. So I just want to know, what are the new age options for the youth who are getting into management and commerce, and how do you think CUTM is helping them?
Right. See, if you actually look at CUTM, their basic DNA is that of a skill university. They're, I think, India's first and best skill university. So whatever options which we are looking at is for skilling youth for the future. And most of the skilling for the future comes from two disciplines. One is the digital, and the second, which is allied to it, is data. So most of the new age courses which we are planning to introduce will deal either with digital or data. So you have areas like data science, business analytics, digital marketing, digital transformation. All of these are courses which we are planning to introduce into the curriculum. In fact, one of the courses we are launching this year itself is a course which is a value-added BBA, or what we call BBA Plus, which is BBA in digital marketing. And perhaps Rajesh can tell us more about digital marketing, because he is the digital marketing expert.
Right. So I had one particular question for you, Rajesh, so apart from what he wanted to explain. Is there any evidence, I mean, all this is fine, but is there any evidence that Centurion is actually offering, like employment opportunities for the students or the pass outs from here based on the skill training that they're getting, the education that they're getting from here, or is it just the education that we are doing here?
See, any, in my opinion, and I'm from the industry side, so any university or any education institute, the proof of the pudding lies in placements. Right. And from what I know of, Centurion has, I think, one of the best placements in the country today. In fact, I was looking at the recent report which I got to see, and I saw nearly about 100% placement which has taken place across various courses and various things. So today, if there's a university, unfortunately, because of the fact that industry digital is such a rapidly changing or evolving domain. So whether it's you take it digital or whether you take artificial intelligence come into every sphere of our life. And it is changing the way we are thinking, the way we are working, the way we are entertaining ourselves. It's completely changing, right? And these are new age skills which I believe tomorrow's youth would need to leverage and understand for them to be employable.
And survive, actually.
And survive.
So here we are at the Go-To Market Future Nexus Lab, where students are trained in Product 5.0 and solution development technologies, and that too, they're challenged to go to the market in just 100 days. Let's have a tour and a quick look of the AR and VR lab. ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. D.N. Rao, who is the Vice President and the Management Trustee of Centurion. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. And I just have one important question. So Centurion is known for its amazing plethora of courses. So what are the options in rural agriculture and allied fields, and what does Centurion have to offer?
Yeah, as you can see in this building itself, we are standing in the 3D lab, which is part of the go-to-market methodologies we practice here with Dassault Systems. We have almost 6 campuses in Odisha, out of which the rural and agriculture and allied programs are based out of Parlakamidi, which is about 300 kilometers from here. It's Andhra border. You see, we offer here BSc Agriculture, MSc Agriculture, and all the conventional programs are approved by Indian Council for Agriculture Research. But the focus of Centurion has always been on skills, one, and secondly on new technologies. So our focus in agriculture and rural areas is on smart methodologies. For example, in the agriculture sector, we are looking at, let's say you take breeding, we are looking at speed breeding, we are looking at hybrid seed production, we are looking at production to scale. We are actually also introducing a variety of low GI rice called diaphyt. So there is a focus on products. So we are training our students on to-scale production and using smart technologies. We have labs in hydroponics, we have in aquaponics, we have on smart agriculture, and where we do vertical farming, and we also have IoT-enabled polyhouses and greenhouses, all based out of our Parlakamidi campus. Students actually work their entire agricultural experiential learning program (AELP) in these production units. There are more than 20 production units on campus. And we're actually kind of making the students work in those production units. They also earn while they learn. Right. So the objective is to produce technologies who can actually promote farming income. You know that the government of India is focusing on doubling farmers' income from 2017. Our objective is that we must be, as a school, promoting methodologies which will at least give 1 lakh rupees per acre farmer income.
Right.
So that has been our focus. We also have an agri-business management program, because you know that today farmers need to be treated like entrepreneurs, and each farm has to be seen as an enterprise. That's what Government of India is also saying.
Right.
So for that, we need a lot of agri-business managers. So we have an agri-business manager program. We have a rural development management program, because the NGOs and the cooperatives need also the professionals. We have a veterinary school actually, we have recently started. There also, in fact, we are going beyond what we say Veterinary Council of India offers, and we are getting into agriculture, veterinary animal production. We have to-scale poultry farms, dairy farm, everything on campus. So yes, everywhere the focus is on production, to-scale, introducing products. Our diaphyt is selling very well in the market now, meant for diabetics as a rice option.
I was about to ask you about that, sir. That is technically a hero product that is lesser known to a lot of people out there. If you could just enlighten us a little more about diaphyt.
See, diaphyt is actually a variety of rice, which low GI rice, developed by the Telangana Agriculture University. Right. We are actually now producing it in our farms and actually marketing it as a diaphyt brand. Okay. And today we are selling it in Tamil, both in Odisha and Andhra Pradesh actually. We also are advertising it on media. Similarly, we also have a Superior agriculture seed production program under the brand name Superior, where we are producing maize seed, we are producing vegetable seeds. And here we have actually MOUs where the parent alliance come from private companies from Hyderabad and Bangalore, and we actually multiply them and sell it. We also have a very robust genetics and genomics center, which is actually also looking into new parental line development. Okay. In fact, we are looking at millets and vegetables. For example, there is a new technique called CRISPR. With some of our, and some of our faculty are working on using CRISPR for producing new parental lines. Okay. So it's a fully smart agricultural system. We are also trying to indigenously develop a high throughput phenomic facility, which normally costs in crores. In India, we are actually trying to do it with our own IoT technologies. Our advantage with Centurion is that we are not just agriculture university. We also have a computer science, we have smart engineering, electrical engineering. So all of them work together. Right? Yeah. We have Schneider as a partner, we have Dassault as a partner. So we are bringing all these people into agriculture and to provide high-end, efficient, farm technologies, which are focused on improving farmers' incomes to at least 1 lakh rupees per acre. And that's how I feel that our BSc AG students, our MSc AG students, our agriculture engineering students who come out, fisheries students, we also have a fisheries program, are all on smart fisheries and smart methodologies, which is what today industry wants. like let's say ITC, recruits from us because they find our students are better in data analytics and which are beyond normal biology oriented skills, right? So that's how our program is unique and different and adds value to the students. And that's why we have very good placement record also from companies. We have more than 20 companies recruiting students, right? And whoever wants a job gets a job. You will cover later, where this is where we train students. The challenge here is to produce a go-to-market product in 100 days. A student will take a concept, and we'll mostly use the tools from Dassault Systems, which is Rafael Aircraft. It's their sister company, and students are trained in entire digital design, digital verification, and digital testing.
Oh, fabulous.
Right? Okay.
And all has to be done in just 100
days.
That's
In fact, we ran a campaign called Go to Market in 100 days, which is very successful. Students have introduced e-bikes, students have used various kinds of products.
Amazing.
And designed, and they got it ready for market in 100 days. And this is where it happens in this lab. As you can see here, it's Industry 4.0, various things, air modeling, AR, VR, e-rickshaw, infrastructural modeling, right? So these are all part of the go-to-market in 100
So these are everything that is being manufactured here, like
designed and tested.
Okay.
Ready to manufacture.
So earlier when I was talking to the Vice Chancellor, ma'am was talking about how many production units we have in the campus. So how is it that, like students learn from the production units about production? And
for us, it's a very important pedagogical tool, learning from production.
Right.
For example, in conventional universities, you have lab, experiment, and then record, where they do some experiments in lab and record. In Centurion, we don't believe in it. In 2024 pedagogical tools, we use project, production. So students start with a project, then actually think of a product, and ultimately they have to have a production experience. We have almost 21 production units on campus, spanning engineering, agriculture, and all that. And we are very proud to say that these production labs, we call them, have industry level equipment. Even our agriculture production happens over a period of over an area of about 200 acres. And here students do everything to a pilot scale. It's not fully commercial, it's not lab scale, but is in between. So students learn how running a production unit is different from doing something in the lab. And you'll be surprised, rather happy to know that almost 60 crores worth of production we have done last year.
oh, amazing.
And you have to also understand that this was only possible of these industry partners that we have, over 50 of them. You see, apart from us as the entrepreneurs of this project, The biggest investor in Centurion, we have to understand, is the industry.
Right.
We have got more than 250 crore worth of equipment, okay, from the industry. Not even IIT or even no national institute can boast of such kind of support from industry. These 50 industry partners are not on paper. Every lab you see here, every computer you bought here, every equipment that you see in Centurion has been donated by a partner. Right? Okay.
Right.
So it's a true industry academia partnership. Right. In fact, just today morning we have met two industries. One is called Truth Labs for forensics, and we're looking at a Bay Area company for IoT implementation.
Fabulous.
Right? Okay. So we are, almost every week we are signing more and more industry partnerships where we do value creation and where students and faculty are partners to value creation. And this is also promoted through our startup policy. Right? We have almost about 30 startups by faculty. 6 of them are doing very, very well. Right? We have about 150 crore turnover from those startups, and no other perhaps university also can boast of such a very nice startup system in the campus. So that's why production, startups, everything is very, very critical in our particular pedagogy, and that's what the Vice Chancellor also spoken about. And that we are actually, I can say proudly that in India we are unique. There is perhaps no other university which does this.
Absolutely. So I think that is how we have been breaking the stereotype here at Centurion, and that is why everything that is done here, from manufacturing to production to everything, even the kids that go out, they graduate from here and they go out and get placed in different universities. Definitely,
yeah,
the best
they are.
in the lot.
They are employable, and by the time they are coming out, already they are practicing so much. For example, you take our
Hands-on.
allied health, right? Okay, 3 days a week they are in the hospital.
Right.
It's not internship as a separate thing, right? Every week these kids are in the hospital.
Right.
Right. So they learn some of these things like forensics and health sciences. You can't learn unless you're in the hospital because patients are there in the hospital.
Agreed.
So that's where we have a completely embedded model. So we say we don't work for industry here. It is working with industry and industry on campus.
Side by side.
Embedding industry into academia and embedding academics into industry. So it's like an embedded system, we call it today. Right. So it's a completely integrated model that we are offering. German models come very close to it. Okay. So in fact, but otherwise in India you don't find any such models anywhere.
True that. And I think in the end of it, it is the students that are benefited.
Greatly,
Maximum out of it.
extremely greatly. If you want to have your own startup, you have the confidence to have a startup, right? Or if you want to really do, you are ready to immediately start working and start producing value for the companies and stuff.
So the university also provides full
Yes,
support for
yes.
that. That's right. So we have with us Mr. Sukant Parida, Director Admissions and Marketing, and we'd like to know from him, so what are the facilities and the scholarships available for meritorious students and for the poor students in Centurion University of Technology and Management?
Hi Lipsa, thank you so much, and thank you so much for your question on scholarships. Yes, we at Centurion University offers various scholarship schemes for the meritorious students to make education affordable for them. To start with such a scheme, one of the unique scheme we have drafted 3 years back was Chandrika scholarship for the female students, to make females more into non-computer science areas like mechanical, electrical and other areas, to make female students enable more into allied health sciences, applied sciences, management. We offer a very unique scholarship. We are the first one in the entire eastern region to offer such a unique scholarship, which is called Chandrika for the female students. And one more scholarship scheme we offer for the defense personnel students, defense personnel, the parents, those who are working in defense area, if their kids wants to study any program with us, we offer them a scholarship called Bhumiputra scholarship. And the third one is the merit scholarships we offer for various students in engineering, allied health sciences. Almost all our programs are having merit scholarships. It starts from 60% to 70%, 70 to 80, 80 to 90. Students who comes up with scores like 90% plus, we have a special scholarships for them. Then we offer scholarships for sports personnels, those who are playing national level games, those who are playing state level games. We offer a lot of scholarships for sports personnels to increase. Then similarly we offer scholarships for people those who are into cultural areas like artists and all. If they want to pursue their program with Centurion, they get a lot of scholarships. So the idea of scholarship is to make education affordable. If you look at a Centurion model, out of our 7 campuses, 6 campuses are in difficult geographies. So when we say difficult geographies means really difficult geographies, there are limitations on parents' incomes, there are a lot of challenges. So when you are operating in difficult geographies and we are into a segment of affordable education, scholarship is absolutely an integral part of it. Without scholarships, you cannot make education affordable. So our fees, if you look at a private university, our fees is very low when it compares to other private universities. So these are few of the scholarship schemes, and majorly, we have one more special scholarship for this weaker section of the society, that is a full fee waiver. There are particular number of students, there is a committee inside university which selects few students based on their family income. If they are really genius, if they are really meritorious, we offer a full fee waiver of all 3 years or 4 years programs, and those kind of scholarships probably we are one in Odisha. It's a unique scheme we have introduced this year. And for CUET students, those who are appearing in CUET examinations done by UGC, whether for their undergraduate program or postgraduate program, we offer a scholarship for CUET participants. All these scholarships are to enable students, enable them for a better future, enable them for getting into a degree which is integrated with skills. We are number 1 in India today. We are one of the best skill university in India. We just don't want students to miss out this beautiful skill integrated education platform and program with Centurion just because of they are not being, just because the fees is high and they are not being able to afford it. So that's why we as a university, when we are working with communities, when we are working with various section of the society, this is also there as a agenda, or this is one of our mission to give affordable education. Thank you so much.
Amazing time shooting at Centurion University, the first and the best skill university of India. And I'd like to sign off with the amazing students of School of Maritime Studies at Centurion University.